Hey, this is Jesus. Let's check out Thickness of Calligraphy, a world in VRChat. Ooh. VMoVA, Virtual Museum of Virtual Art. VMoVA is a virtual museum that collects and displays virtual art. The concept of virtual art is not limited to digital art, but involves a variety of virtual experiences that bring immersion or illusion. Whether you are an artist, designer, creator, researcher, curator, media person, or exhibition enthusiast, or Jesus, we welcome you to participate. You're also welcome to join our official group. Cool. All right. Oh. Be allowed behind the... Hey now. Man, I just dig that piece. Cool. All right, let's go check this place out. Current exhibition. The music playing now is Una Mattina full album. The left is VRC video player connected to... I'm currently not hearing any audio. So, I don't know if... just leave that be. So let's see the current exhibition and other worlds. All right, let's just see what they offer here. And we'll go into the exhibition. Before establishing VMoVA World, Justin created some experimental spaces. The theme are spatial relation and spatial style. I'm going to have to check those out. In addition to Thickness of Calligraphy, 2 more exhibitions are also in preparation. Definitely going to be joining that group if I haven't already. Thickness of Calligraphy. Curator, Jisin. And our artist is Boyan. Oh, look, this one awards too. Rain Dance Immersive. All right. Artist Boyan has created hundreds of 3D calligraphy works in less than 3 years. Based on research of the traditional art of Chinese calligraphy, he established a new relationship between calligraphy and space. The virtual exhibition Thickness of Calligraphy divides Boyan's research into 4 stages, which are presented sequentially through the works. In addition to displaying research results, the story Boyan research narrated in the exhibition also have unique references and inspirational significance. Oh, I look forward to this. Let's see. Art with a story. We are not taking a shortcut. Let's go to the prologue. All right. So, point, line, plane, body. Usually they will be considered representations of different dimensions. Interesting. Okay. Whoa. You know. Such transformation processes will be called dimensionally escalation. Moving point forms a line. Moving line forms a plane. Moving plane forms a body. You're right. You're right. You got me, animated wall. In daily life, the process of writing can also be seen as dimensionality escalation. Writing with a point of view. Ooh. Writing with a flat tip. Writing with an ink brush. Interesting. Interesting thoughts. Why doesn't moving plane form a body? In the theatrical model, a moving plane forms a body. Yeah, I remember you moving along. The moving direction is perpendicular to itself. Yes, in these 2 processes, the moving direction is not the same. True. Dimensions limited. Why can the plane only move in the direction parallel to itself? Because the paper used for writing is a 2D medium. The plane cannot move in the direction of the third dimension. I knew it. I got it. This is cool. What if we use 3D medium? What? Oh. A calligraphy character written with ink brush can be seen as consisting of many planes. Oh, that's an interesting true thought. Well, this just made tilt brush way more important. Or, excuse me, open brush. Now an open source project. Oh, what the? Whoa. If we arrange these planes in vertical directions of 3D space, we get a 3D calligraphy character. Interesting. Very, very neat. This is the approach that the artist Boyne used when he created his first 3D calligraphy work. Dude, you blew my mind. That was just the prologue. Oh my god. All right, so that was the shortcut to this place. Exhibition goes on. Stage 1. Creating his first 3D calligraphy work, Boyne chose the Chinese letter Yi. Yi, as one of the simplest Chinese characters. Yi consists of only one. Oh. The width of each stroke is determined by the force during the writing. Wait, oh, okay, you guys slow. Am I the one doing this? All right, let me step on all of this. In creating his first 3D calligraphy work, Boyne chose the Chinese letter Yi as one of the simplest Chinese characters. Yi consists of only one single stroke. Now we step on this. He imagines the stroke as a superposition of countless planes and selects dozens of the planes as samples. Interesting. So I wonder what goes into his thought process when he selects certain planes. The width of each stroke is determined by the force during the writing process. Therefore, the size and shape of the sample can be restored based on the width. Interesting. That's funny, though. You can, in your mind, be like, all right, you start here. When you make the first turn, and at every turn, it kind of, you got to apply a little more pressure. All right, so let's go in order here. In this way, Boyne draws dozens of planes manually. Oh, so he already knows where he's going. Oh, God, what's happening? Stuff's happening. Then he lines up these planes in a vertical direction orderly. Finally, using the plane's outlines as structure, he lifts them to create a 3D stroke. That's how artist Boyne creates his first 3D calligraphy work. Neat. What would more complex strokes look like? Oh god. Okay, this is a traditional Chinese character for Kui, made up of 10 strokes. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Alright, so let's go on to the next thing. This stroke, with its many turnings, is one of the most complex of these. Alright, so yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on. And then specifically that line, you start there. And then, if it were possible to color mark the bristles at different locations on a brush, it is easy to imagine how these colors would appear in a simple stroke structure. Yeah, simple for you. In the structure of turning, Chinese calligraphy uses the technique of flipping. Therefore, we can restore the moving direction of brush to special structure. Calligraphy is about... Hey now. The moving direction of brush provides clues to the front-back relationship between the different parts of the stroke. Combine this with... Combine this with the method used in the first 3D calligraphy. The 3D model of this complex stroke can be created. And so it is. Interesting. And so then it's going based on the flips of... Interesting. This is neat. Oh. Based on the analysis of the strokes, Boyne begins his research in creating a 3D calligraphy. Oh my god. For the composition of stroke, Boyne uses a shape feature of brush as a reference. Let many thin lines make up individual stroke. Wow. That makes sense. It's like the brush itself. Stage 1. Stroke composition. Oh, stroke. Now to composite stuff. And this is it. By using lines to form stroke, he creates his own traditional Chinese name, Boyan. This kind of form makes the angles more distinct and expresses a stronger sense of shape. God, this is beautiful. These would make amazing sculptures, but as you can see, I mean, I'm sure there's ways and tricks to make things give the illusion of being hanging in 3D space, but to truly enjoy this is the way to see it. All right. Before developing his own style, Blaine conducted several experiments with 3D forms. Okay. So let's get into his styling now that he knows how to compose. Blaine uses a form of calligraphy and character to create an atmosphere that fits the content. The details of style and the matching of color echo these characters' content. What do we got here? Jump for joy. Whee! I love it. I love the colors used. It's making me hungry for some ice cream. Mm. Oh, brutal. Ooh, beautiful. Just the words and the colors. Oh, it's so awesome. What do we got here? Hardcore. Heck yeah. It's such a cool piece. That would make an amazing, like a, I hate to say it, but neon sign. That would be neat. All right, I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. Siaki, Ranger. Okay. Very clean. Ooh, Universe. Oh, loving this one. Using the translucence. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, what do we got here? Solar system. Neat. Blaine also tries to find some research ideas from Hegel's book, Aesthetics. Huh. Is that what that's title? Pause. Translate, maybe? Let's see. Stroke, composition, style, aesthetics. As he reads, some of the concepts in the book stand out to Boyan, hence they become part of his exercise. Consciousness. Ooh. Ooh. More thoughtful, thinner lines here. Oh, and same here. What's this? Soul. Beautiful. Paramita. The goal to be reached. It's a cool word. After studying for a period of time, Boyan gained some understanding of his own. He believes that Chinese calligraphy could be seen as several layers: bone, muscle, and skin. Interesting. Interesting. Now, the layers. Oh my. What do we got here? Due to limited ability to control lines, Boyan cannot reflect such rich layers in one work. Thus, he uses multiple versions of the same character to express his feelings of layers. Interesting. So the body. Flesh, bone. What was the third thing? Skin, muscle, bone. Ew, skin. Ew. Ew. I don't like that texture. Mm. It's like a hairy arm. Nasty. Oh! To practice his control lines, Boyan creates some 3D works outside of textual content. These lines exercise lay a foundation for his subsequent development of his own style. Oh, man. That's it. This guy's off to the races. Ooh. And again, I really feel if you look into the application OpenBrush, an open source VR application, you can jump in and create works that I feel you could create similar looks to these, but it may not have the meaning and depth that Boyan uses as far as his knowledge of calligraphy, but still, you can make something cool. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, oh, nice. That is so cool. They start getting into animals here. Oh, hey now. That is a neat one. Ooh. It's like the inside of a little chibi. Oh, is that one? Oh, this one's animated. Neat. Uh-oh. Dilemma 1. Blaine's. Okay, wait. So we're now done with stage 1. Pardon me. Blaine's understanding of 3D calligraphy has been building up gradually over the past 6 months of research experience. However, this is still far from his expected destination. Memory 1. Why start this research? In 2021, Blaine was working on an advertising agency. At the time, he was a visual designer. Oh, that cubicle life, except without cubicles. The economic was not very good then. Companies were forced to reduce workforce. Blaine's company was also affected, so he left and received some compensation. Back in his rented room, Blaine had to think about his current situation, a few savings in his pocket, a computer on his desk, and life without a job. In this situation, he made a choice that he would last for an unknown period of time. Blaine began his research on 3D calligraphy, and so the story began. Whoa. Stage 2. Oh my god. Let's see what we got here. Blaine's work has evolved into a style of his own, and he has begun to share on social media. At the suggestion of his audience, the style of 3D calligraphy was named Maltos type. Blast. Swan. Renge, which is a lotus flower. Okay, here. Victory of defeat. National Day. Overclock. Ooh, nerd. Maltos. What we got here? The cold dew. We got some information. Oh, that's cool. You can see the start stroke, end strokes, and I think we're about to be in the Maltos type. Each stroke is made up of number lines. At the end of each stroke, there are two kinds, sharp and forked. Sharp is created by scaling the thickness of the stroke as a whole, and forked is created by adjusting the length of each line separately. Oof. This is an exercise in the style of Maltos type. The context of text is selected idiom around the theme of time. Time flies. The beautiful spring light galloped like a horse. Wait, hold on. The beautiful spring light galloped by like a horse. The beautiful spring light galloped by like a horse. All right, that was better. Mm-hmm. And you can see which ones were the open side, the forked side, or the pointed one. Many steps in the creation process of Maltos type can be optimized. With experience, Blaine has increased the number of words created per day from 2 to 15. A small lotus is just showing its tip. Nice. Mm-hmm. Fool. Blaine also restores a special form of calligraphy called Phoebe with Maltos type. Phoebe is a style characterized by hollow strokes which expresses the feeling of flying. All right, I hear that. Extreme. Ooh. In addition to purely exercise, Blaine wants to explore new possibilities. By chance, he remembered a hand-painted game in his childhood, Hollow Font. Oh boy, where are we going with Hollow Font? Now from that, oh Oh no, what is this? Based on the Maltoise, Boeing tries to create holotype by combining it with a hand-drawn hollow font. He uses a single line with cross sections like cartoon clouds as stroke to simulate the effect of multiple lines. Inspiration. Oh yeah, using the fatter, bubbly lines gives a complete different look. What we got here? Mist. Yeah, so he definitely starts messing around with joy. Oh, like little bubbles added on that one. Oh, nice autumn. Like these little additions. These things really add to it. Croissant. Croissant. Oh, man. Look at that. Look at that bread. I want to take a bite. Latte. Oh, that's cool. The little coffee beans. That's a neat one. The holotype, while enhancing the sense of space, but also let the stroke bulky. Therefore, its appearance is more inspiration to expand the research of 3D calligraphy. All right, so this was more he's just getting, he likes messing with it. After changing the cross-sectional shape of line in holotype, Boyan also tries to change the arrangement of lines. A new style, scroll type, is created by arranging the lines in parallel to form 3D stroke. Wow. All right, let's see what this starts looking like with the scroll. Redcliffe Fugue. And so I'm not advertising for OpenBrush. It's an open source free program, but now I'm just thinking, yeah, there's brushes specifically called flat brushes that may emulate this look. Free and easy wandering. Cool. Short song ballad. Ooh. The classic of mountains and seas. Oh, I like the colors on that a lot. That No, you fell down. All right. Yeah. Let's look at this one from the side over here. Maybe somebody could die. That is very cool. What we got here? The lines are arranged side by side to form stroke that twist in space. These strokes resemble unfolded scrolls, hence Boyne's name for his style, scroll type. I like it. Oh, yeah. These ones are benefiting from the scroll type when it's in scroll style. Spring Breeze is not as good as you. I love that title. This feeling can only remain in memories. Oh, I've been pining for her. In the exercise of scroll type, Boyne chose 3 verses with different origins. He also incorporates the Maltose type to create a sharp shape at the end of the stroke. I see that. A little pointed at areas. Very cool. Ooh. Hibiki. One day when Boyan is having dinner, he finds some alcohol with calligraphic characters. When he is inspired by these calligraphic characters to create a new style, bottoming type. Bottoming. What does this mean? After creating these characters with Maltose type, Boyan tries to make the model fit the shape of the bottle. Therefore, he bends the whole text model and cut the model with the bottom of the interesting. It's like slapping it on things. Let me see this other one. So he starts there. Oh, this is cool. Cheetah. Desai. Ryusen. Very neat. Now, these things can be 3D printed and sold. Bent and cut according to the bottom shape is the feature of bottoming style. Boyne uses the style to create a few similar works, thus forming a series. Whoa, what's going on here? The shape of bottoming type is formed by cutting, so it is abrupt. Boyne adjusts the junction more coherent, which looks like it was carved out of wood. Sparse. Oh, that's a wild one. Wooden. Oh man, that's it now. Shofar on the ocean. Stretch and crimp. Starfrost. These are wild looking pieces. Passing of time. Good times. I like the title. Colt Gap. Wooden type shows better result after being given realistic material and texture. In addition, Boyan also creates cracks to emphasize the feature of wood. And plaque is a wooden plate with writing on it. In ancient East, it was often hung above a gate. Boyan creates a plaque with wooden type as a tribute to his long-lasting cultural symbol. Purple energy comes from the East. Oh, yeah. That is cool. That's wild to see the process of him getting it to be like, all right, this is now this piece, that style. Oh, whoa, I like this. In wooden type, Boyan creates extension post adjustment to the model. He also uses post adjustment to create a new style, watercolor type. Now we're going to velvet. The form of watercolor type is achieved in steps, starting with the creation of a prototype. Then the prototype model is carved, painted to create a sharp edge and corner. Oh, interesting. Continuous. Dense. Fluffy. Abundant. Creating 3D calligraphy in multiple steps does give Boyan more opportunity to control. However, this method is difficult to standardize and has not been developed for a long time. Sense. After season post-adjustment, Boyan returns his focus to the composition of stroke. Based on Malto's type, he enhanced his control over lines, resulting in a new style. My God. Filiform. Filiform uses more thinner lines to form stroke. Boyan can independently control the thickness of a line at any point in stroke. I like this one because it's more like a sketchy style. Border. Phoenix. Exhaust. Vegetarian. The overall framework of filiform type is consistent with that of Malto's type. However, the independent control of line and stroke makes the filiform type more flexible. Yeah, it does. Saints. Seek. Since independently controlling can add flexibility, why not take it a step further? Based on filiform type, Boyan adds a new control level, resulting in multiform filiform. What is that? He adds new control levels between line and stroke, the line groups here. By adjusting thickness of line group, it is possible to show convergence and disbursements at the same time. Well, we are getting some nerdy information here. Specifics, I love it. And so now we're getting a great mixture of the sketchy, going back to a thickness style again, gallop. Multi-level filiform allows for separate control over multiple levels, showing more diversity. However, the large number of lines requires too much storage space. Interesting. It's running out of space. To save storage space, Boyan intends to optimize the complexity of stroke composition. Based on filiform type, he integrates a stroke composition of scroll type. Right. So the scroll filiforms. Oh, these are so cool. Yeah, I'm loving these sketchy ones. There's a subtle relationship between leaf and root, sound and shadow, wind and cloud. So do standardization of diversification. Scroll filiform tries to find the balance point. Leaf and root, sound and shadow, wind and cloud. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. So stage 2, get the scroll form. Dilemma 2. From Maltos type to scroll fill form, 6 months passed. Although this is still a long way from desired destination, the experience of research has made Boyne feel fulfilled. However, a powerful force is pulling Boyne back to reality. For the past year, he had almost no source of income. He hesitated. Do I have to go back to my old life? Memory 2. Why research on this? After leaving school, Boyne got his first job in a printing shop. At this place, he started learning using design software on a computer. After gaining some experience, Boyne left his hometown to look for job opportunities in the city. Since then, he has been working as a graphic designer. In addition to his graphic design work, Boyne has been teaching himself software knowledge in fields of modeling, animation, and brand design. His continuous work experience and learning has led him to become a visual designer many years later. Designers often need to do type design, and 3D processing of flat text is also very common. Boyne always had a question on his mind. Is 3D calligraphy really like this? Hurdle. When Boyne was thinking about his future in his rented room, the question about 3D calligraphy came up again. Since he had the relative experience and the opportunity, why not give it a try? In addition to answering the question in his own mind, this research can also enhance his professional competitiveness and bring potential business opportunities. Hence, Boyne chose 3D calligraphy as his research subject. Exhibition goes on. Stage 3. Maybe I can use the results of my research in more people's calligraphy. There's a new hope that the broad application of this research may support continuation. Deep in the thicket, the birds are clamoring. It's so cool seeing the 2D and then the 3D ones here. All right, Boyne begins to look for calligraphy works on social media and uses them as samples. To restore the mood in calligraphy works, Boyne begins Instagram calligraphy series. Instagram calligraphy. Sages, spring dew, mindfulness. Prior to this, Boyne's research occurred mainly around the concept of shape. In Instagram calligraphy series, Boyne begins to move towards the realm of meaning. Interesting. Live. Care and love. Gratitude. Meaning, for one thing, means the personal meaning expressed by calligraphers. The second is that, as a method of expression, is the meaning of calligraphy. Bountifulness. No righteous way. Etiquette. Book. Tea. Until today, Boyne still uses social media to communicate with other calligraphers. By this means, Boyne's understanding of calligraphy develops more comprehensively. I like this. When people slander me, I would rather tolerate it than defend it. During his initial theoretical research, Boyne had a vague sense of multiple layers of Chinese calligraphy. After accumulating a wealth of creating experience, Boyne finally found the flesh and bone in 3D calligraphy. Wow. This style expresses the relationship between flesh and bone, is named flesh and bone type. Boyne decides to start with a simpler stroke structure, experimenting with scroll type. Boyne's new insight on the flesh and bone relationship is also applied to other styles. He chooses filiform type as a basis and thus delivers filiform flesh bone. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see that filiform flesh bone. Good times. Ooh. When it is widely used, filiform flesh bone shows a high degree of flexibility. No matter what kind of stroke structure, can be expressed vividly with the style. It's true. Things are really popping with this wholeheartedly. Get the really real sense of like living ink that's been plopped out here. Plopped out. Beautifully placed. Hmm. Ooh. Judging from the cross section, the stroke of this work is guided by a combination of edge, belly, and root. The edge as control line is obviously away from the center axis, which is why the style is often called off-axis type. Just like the holotype, each stroke is off-axis consists of only a single line. The use of control lines for guidance can create a variety of stroke shapes. Oh. In addition to strokes in calligraphy, the area beyond the strokes also attracts Boyne's attention. He believes the blank area outside of the strokes is closely related to the strokes. Oh, it's on. Oh, it is on. Yeah, he's filling in that space. Gives that also a cool look. Ooh, interesting choice to make it the white on white. Hmm. Hmm. Longevity looks like a good cookie. Stage 3. Oh, got some information. Boop. The dilemma 3. Since Boyne began to apply his research results widely, he got a few opportunities, but the pay is not too much. Should I continue my research or look for a new job? Memory 3. I continue this research. Whee! Point. All right, back to school. As a child, Boyne, likes most of his peers, went to school and studied. The default choice for many minors is to go to school. Yeah, it's pretty much what you get to do. After graduating from high school, Boyne didn't go to college, but went straight to work as a student in China. Giving up the chance to college is more likely to be a passive choice. Since he started working, Boyne worked hard to improve his professional skills. However, as a designer, many aspects of the job are still passive choices. From default choice to passive choice, everything seemed to be normal in Boyne's past. What kind of choice is this research project, which has been running for about 2 years in a rented room? Looking back at his life along the way, Boyne realized how special this research is. He could not be sure whether this is the first or the last time, but this time is an active choice he made by himself. And the exhibition goes on. Stage 4. Width. With the memory of his past behind him, Boyne continues research of 3D calligraphy. As a simplification, he attempts to present the calligraphy itself in a pure style. Oh, okay, now he's using all the clean shapes. No sketch, this is just it. It looks like 3D versions. Pure type abandons all decoration on stroke and uses pure color and single line as stroke. He reduces the interference of other factors and faces the essence of calligraphy. Hmm. At this stage, Boyne begins to think about what calligraphy is in his own eyes. Not shape of characters, nor meaning of calligraphers, but calligraphy itself. Oh, ice, ice, baby. The transition from ink to character can be seen as a transformation from liquid to solid. Boyne attempts to use glass type to show that calligraphy is solidified. Oh, I like that. The glass ones. So now you get to see the 3D depth and to know from any angle how much depth is there because you could see it, see through the lines. In creating the glass type series, Boyne does not focus on any one detail, but rather on a hazy sense of the overall appearance of the calligraphic characters. Hmm. Hmm. In addition to using glass type to express the static result of writing, Boyne also spilled liquid to express the dynamic process of writing. He uses spilled liquid. Idea. Oh, yeah. So he just went from that solid to, oh my God. Guys, stuff is happening in this one. Liquid type is an exaggerated representation of a liquid in motion, changing rapidly. Calligraphic works are beautiful moments in that motion captured by calligraphers. That's a good point, and this is an interesting piece. So cool. All right, we got here. For this kind of motion, Boyne tries to interpret it again with a flowing fabric. Oh, whoa. Now we are into the moving piece world. It's come to this. Interesting. And so I'm wondering, you know, he has to choose a starting point for each line where he thinks it comes in at. Interesting. Oh, whoa. Pure type, glass type, liquid type, fabric type, each represent a part of calligraphy. They are also moments captured in Boyne's thoughts as he explores 3D calligraphy. Like this. Wow. Stage 4. In late December 2022, Boyne contracted an epidemic. Exhausted physically and mentally, Boyne decides to give up his research and starts looking for work after the new year. Can you share your story? Encounter. Just after New Year's Day in 2023, he receives a private message from an online stranger. He appreciates Boyne's research and wants to meet up and talk to Boyne. Beep, boop, boop, boop. The day after the online conversation, the two met at a coffee shop. It is the first time Boyne meets a stranger. It is also the first time I meet Boyne. Oh, that's cool. This is the person I guess writing this. I'm very sorry to learn that Boyne might have give up his research. I don't know how the story will end, but I hope Boyne could share what happened. Oh, wow. We go back to this coffee shop several times and talk about his story. It takes me a long time to piece together this story and also give me the whole perspective. We got from shapes of characters to meanings of calligraphers to the essence of calligraphy. As research goes on, Boyne's understanding of calligraphy reveals distinctly different levels. Why start this research? Why research on this? Why continue this research? In times of trouble, Boyne seeks answers in himself by asking questions about the past. Default by choice in school, Passive choice to work, active choice when he starts over. Boyne cherishes his choices regardless of the circumstances he finds himself in. That is an interesting way to think about things. Interesting. All right, what do we got? Thankfully, Boyne has not stopped his research on 3D calligraphy, and his story continues to unfold. I'm glad to have the opportunity to share this story to you today. I hope Boyne's story can bring us some thought and inspiration. I also hope that more stories are happening that will not end hurriedly. Wow. This is amazing. We got here more stuff yep. Fibers. Official selection. Festival of International Virtual and Augmented Reality Stories. What is this one? Rain Dance. Immersive. Best Immersive Art Experience. Nominee. Beautiful. And you got a mirror. Yay, you ain't a VRChat world without a mirror. Let's check that off. Got some special thanks. Calligraphers on Instagram. Got some beautiful pieces all about. Thank you, Jessian. Thank you, Boyne, for making great art. That's it, though. I think we have checked out this world because we have, gone through all the levels. What a beautiful museum. Amazing. All right, well, that's it, though. We've checked this out. Thanks for checking this out with me. This has been Jesus.